All of us have a secret list lost somewhere in the depths of a drawer. Because one day you thought it was a good idea to put all of your dreams, secret wishes, goals on paper. You wrote them down, hoping that somehow this would be the year they finally came true. If only you didn't forget about them. I got tired of waiting for the opportunities to come into my life by themselves, or waiting for the moments when the life is trying to push me out of my comfort zone in the most unexpected moments. So I decided to act. In this video, I would like to show you how I will try to creatively reinvent my entire life in just 1 year, and how you can do it too. Spoiler, when I'm filming this video, I'm already in like 1 month of doing this challenge. If you want to see how that actually worked out, you can watch my next video, which comes out in the end of August. I specifically call this a creative way to reinvent your life, because for me this isn't just about writing a list of your dreams and never open it again. I want it to be more personal and use all of the skills that I already use in my creative projects, like designing, creating, visualizing, to actually design the life that I want to have in the future, or design the person that I want or I know that I can become. And if you don't know me yet, I'm currently studying producing/creative project management. I used to study graphic design as well. So I thought, why don't I use all of the skills to reinvent my own life? First step that I took, and I think you should take it too, is to look inward. Before you start setting goals, you actually need to dive deep inside and self-reflect. My favorite way to do this is to make a really long note in my journal, or even record a voice message and just talk. Don't try to make it perfect, just let everything out and then analyze your answers. Ask yourself questions like, what in my life right now makes me unhappy or feels off? What do I wish I had more of and less of in my life? What is something I have always wanted to try or achieve? How do I see myself in 3 or 5 years? What is holding me back? And even, why did you press on this video? Now we are heading towards a very fun process. You should dream it. Once you have the written idea of what you actually want, you should start mapping it out visually. Don't think too much of what is realistic yet. Collect images, words, places, feelings, experiences, anything that represents the life you are drawn to. For me, Pinterest is honestly dangerous at this stage, because I can spend hours just looking at beautiful pictures and imagining my future life. But that's kind of the point. Before you can build something, you need to be able to see it. So you might wonder, why did I decide to do all of this? Every time I compare myself to who I was a year ago, I always see myself grow, even if just a little. But this year I wanted to take more control over the important areas of my life, especially the ones that I neglected. To build self-discipline and just focus fully on myself this year. I've never really been good at these things, to be honest, but if I can show myself that with the right approach I can actually do it, then maybe I can do almost anything. Now that you know what you want, it's time to turn those ideas into actual goals. The next step is more self-organizing. You have to shape the vision. If you watched my first video about this topic, you already know how I split my goals into different categories of my life, which can be very helpful when you are trying to prioritize which dreams and which goals are actually important right now, or are actually important this year. If you haven't seen it yet, I think you should give it a try first, because we are going to continue. I'm using a free digital platform called Miro, but you can also do this completely analog with sticky notes on a board if you prefer the analog method. Write down every goal and put them into 3 categories. One-time action goals, something you can achieve through one specific action, like get a tattoo. Open-ended goals, something that isn't necessarily easy to measure, or you are simply not sure how long you need to achieve it or what exactly you need to do to achieve it. Habit-based goals, something that requires you to show up repeatedly. For example, post 2 videos every month. Now I can see that I have 4 habit-based goals that require my attention on a daily or weekly basis. So I give them priority for now. And I'm not gonna lie, 4 habit-based goals ended up being a little too much for me. Now is finally the time to design the creative system. And we turn our goals into something we can actually follow. For each goal that requires it, I spent some time researching approximately how much time or how many repetitions I would need to get there. Suddenly, learn French to B2 doesn't feel like this huge impossible thing anymore. It's just something I need to show up for regularly. So I use Notion to create a 1-year system for all 7 goals, and I'll be honest, I wanted to avoid using Notion just because I also use it for projects and I didn't want to become this crazy person who is tracking literally everything, so I only used it for the most important things. I also used the prompt, left it in the description. As an extra push, I use an app called Pretty Progress to have a general overview of how much time I have left on my phone's home screen. And because I can't help myself, I decided to make this process a little prettier. I created cute habit crackers. Using Canva, I created cute habit trackers that I can either print out or use digitally in Miro. If you like them, you can find them linked in the description for free, of course. And now there's only one thing left to do. We begin. You have to actually start doing something. So here are a few things that help me not lose the motivation. Document your progress. Take pictures, film little moments, keep track of where you started. You can even post it publicly like I will if that motivates you, although this is definitely not for everyone. Look at your dream board. When you are losing motivation, remind yourself how you want to feel when you actually achieve these things. And finally, watch other people who are doing the same thing, because sometimes seeing someone else doing it reminds you that you can do it too. And that's basically the whole idea, the whole life project. I'm not trying to become someone different. I just want to become someone I think I already am deep inside, but maybe I'm just scared or I need a little push to finally be there, you know. I'm trying to see what happens if I treat it as a creative project, which also has milestones, which also has timelines, and which also has fails. I want to experiment, I want to create, I want to fail at things, and in this way also build a better relationship with myself and know more things about myself, what works for me. And hopefully 1 year from now, or like even less than 1 year, 11 months from now, I will look back and realize how many things changed in a good way. So I'll see you in a week or 2 with the first progress update. If you also want to do this kind of challenge, I'm very curious to hear what kind of goals would you give yourself. So make sure you share them in the comments.